Welcome back to the Porchlight Podcast, the recap of the Sony show. Just utter greatness I saw there. I gave this show a solid 8.8 out of out of 10. I enjoyed everything that they had there. The show hit exactly what I thought it was going to hit. Um, still no still no announcements about Blue Point. I said that earlier this morning. I did not believe they had purchased Blue Point Games. Doesn't mean that they won't try to get them at a later date. But just huge announcement after huge announcement. But shout out to everybody that's here, and everybody that will be watching later on. I'm just doing a wrap-up show here. It's 6:30 on the East Coast, give or take a minute or two. Certainly hope everything sounds real good. Let's go ahead with we'll go ahead and get started. Shout out to everybody here. I believe that's Brinois. I hope I'm Briois. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm working on my Spanish so I can talk to some of the mamacitas out there. It says, yo, Tubby, what's happening? Shout out to Emmer17. He's gonna watch Venom tonight. I don't blame him. Yeah, Mario Heat, shout out to him. Says there's some cheeks are bruised. Yeah, you got that right. They are hurting. They are hurting out there today. And Grudia Legend, shout out to him. Of course, the Nightbot's in the house. He's sniping people. If you get out of control, that Nightbot, it will, for some reason, it don't like moist people. So why it says he's not moist. So it's the first thing it says. So let's see, Ice Queen, how you doing? How are you feeling? Certainly hope you were able to enjoy the show. One of the game that you're watching up there right now is a game called it's Korean. It's by I believe it's called Project Eve. I call it Parasite Eve. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Remember I mentioned Eve this morning. What I would like to see, and we got us a little Parasite Eve. So this is good for me. And what shocked the hell out of me about this game is the ray tracing was off the chain. The combat looked fluid, things like that. So, but this is one of the games we'll go over now. Like I said, I'll be here for about 45 minutes. This is a wrap-up show. We'll go more in depth on Saturday when there's some more solid information this comes out. Because there's this information coming out left and right. We got the trades burning up. The Star Wars game, my goodness gracious. I mean, let's just start there. Let's give a shout out to everybody here. Soul Provider, what's up, brother? What is happening? Shout out to Soul Provider Speaks. Always a pleasure to see you here, brother. Always a pleasure. Certainly hope you and your family are doing well. Dippers is in the house. So Hans Peter, what's happening? Hurricane, what's happening? Nice did that. The producer, what's happening? What's happening? So yeah, let's go ahead and just start with all these games, and we're just gonna read the games off, and then I'm just gonna give you what I thought about it, and we'll start with KOTOR. I have them all in a row. So the first game Sony started. The first thing they showed was people playing chess, and that was a message to all the people who were doubting them, all the people who were saying all these things about Sony not getting it, Sony's not giving them information and things like that. Just so you know. And so Sony isn't, there are a lot of things. Stupid isn't one of them. They play chess while everybody else plays checkers. And and that's what has been happening. And that's what's so good about what happened. It shut all these fanboys up. And I don't know if you heard the fanboys screaming during the show. They were the ones all upset and complaining, all up in arms. But let's just look at how this got covered today by the media. Right now, the number one trending game, the number one thing trending right now is the KOTOR remake. Okay? The KOTOR remake, and I just want to show you something here. Let me see if I can pull this up, if I can get this right here. Had it up earlier. Of course, I took it down. I run like that. No, I don't want that version. Here we go. Oops. But what game took you all totally off guard? Mine is the first one. Let's just go ahead and show this to you guys. Now this was reported. I don't know if it's going to come up or not. So I want you all to see this, and I'm going to show you who is covering it and how we knew in the trades that this game was coming. So but it still blew me away. Screen Rant has this. They just dropped this about Knights of the Old Republic. But Screen Rant, you know, Screen Rant is. They've been talking about this for about 3 months, since April, and and I follow the trade, so I kind of knew something was up. I'm like, okay, is it a full-on remake? Is it just going to be for PC? Things like that. So, but as of right now, it's not coming out to any other platform. Now, information is fluid, but this right now is only on the PlayStation, and it will be on PC. So my understanding is this is a timed exclusive on PlayStation and will go to PC. So every time you see these idiots say Starfield, you just say Star Wars. And I'm sorry, but Star Wars is a much bigger IP, and this is on Screen Rant. They cover movies. You can see right there, you know, they do movie news, TV news, reviews, interviews, tech, and more. And for some reason, they're covering this. And this, like I said, this is their top, this is the most popular thing they got on there. And this story right here is about 40 minutes old. So, and I just got this up. This is by Caitlin Grieve 1 minute ago. Right? So I just wanted to show you all this because the trades are covering this, and this is what playing chess looks like. Sony at this point is dominating the news. They're dominating it in the movie section, and they're dominating in the gaming section. This is how you just flood out whatever your competitor does. So our competitors. Am I excited about this? Hell yeah. This game is the reason why I got rid of my PS2 back in the day. I had a PS2. I had like 15 games. I took it to GameStop. I traded it in. I had $361 worth of in-store credit. And I bought an OG PS, or an OG Xbox, and I bought Knights of the Old Republic. That's the first game I bought. Not Halo. I bought Knights of the Old Republic. Then I bought Splinter Cell. Then I bought Halo. And I enjoyed all three. And they were all three only on Xbox. So, but this is real. This is really happening. And right now it's only on PlayStation. And it will be on PC as well. It will be on PC as well. So, just so you know, but I wanted to show you this because this is important on who covers what and how the information gets out and it gets disseminated and things like that. So what's up, Danny Ruiz? So why are people sleeping on Forspoken? They're not. No, they're people. We're not sleeping on that. So we knew that was going to be a big game. It's just because it's Square, and Square is hit or miss. So you know, we'll have to wait and see. So let's see what they do. They showed that. They showed Project Eve. We just looked at that. I'm buying that day one. Project Eve. The ray tracing on Project Eve looked effing phenomenal. It looked phenomenal. So then they showed Borderlands, which is, again, I don't play Borderlands, but that's a popular game. And then they showed Forspoken. You know, the aforementioned Forspoken. So again, they showed. Again, a game, they showed Project E, which as of right now is only on PS5, and they showed it running on PS5. Everything we saw was on PS5. And KOTOR remake, PS5. Borderlands was running on PS5. We already know that was going to happen. Forspoken, that was on a PS5. So then the game goes into what I would call just, you know, they started showing their partner games. Again, this is the future of gaming on PlayStation event. They showed Rainbow Six Extraction. Again, Rainbow Six, for some reason, again, I don't play this game. I don't play Rainbow Six Extraction, but I don't play Rainbow Six at all. I played Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2. I would like to see that come back. But again, Rainbow Six, we're just talking about what they showed. Again, Rainbow Six has over 30 million gamers online, so it makes sense to show this. I heard, I was on a stream with Sick Humor. Shout out to Sick Humor. Yeah, I mean, Sick Humor even said he was buying this game. Alan Wake, we talked about that this morning. Alan Wake, that's a big deal. Alan Wake was only available on the Xbox 360. Now Alan Wake will be on PlayStation. That's a big deal. I mean, I get it. It's not for everybody. I'm just letting you know, of course they're going to show it. Of course they're going to show it. So it made sense. They showed GTA 5. Rockstar Games and Sony have a very good relationship. Of course you're going to show it. It's going to have enhanced graphics and ray tracing and be 60 frames per second. All that good, groovy kind of love stuff. Then the 8th game, hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, GTA 7 was the 7th game they showed, or GTA 5 was, I'm sorry. Ghostwire Tokyo. Again, I wanted to see more about Ghostwire Tokyo because to me, I'm still trying to figure out what kind of game that is. Again, running on the PS5, I was good. I mean, so far, this show is good so far, They showed Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, people are like, well, they already showed this. And then, yeah, but they didn't show it running on the PS5. Now I know what it's going to look like. Now I can make up my mind whether I want to buy it or not. And guess what? I probably will end up buying it. Looks like a Black Friday. I'm going to be busy on Black Friday. Let's put it like that. So Black Friday is going to turn to Red Friday for me. Then they showed something called Blood Hunt. I'm not for sure what that's about. This is the 10th game they showed was Blood Hunt. I mean, they were showing plenty of stuff. I'm leaving that KOTOR up there because that is gigantic. Then they showed the game Deathloop. People are like, well, I don't want to see Deathloop. Guess what? Deathloop comes out Tuesday. So they were going to show it. What's up, Corey Massey? So, Deathloop was, again, look, maybe you don't know this. If you bought the special edition of that game or something like that, you can actually get access to that game on the 12th. That's in 72 hours. Okay, like people can actually download and start playing that game like on the 12th or something like that. So a lot of people are going to be doing it. A lot of people are buying that game, right? Now, Deathloop is when you saw the fanboys erupt. Okay, now you saw the difference. And I remember I said fanboys react. Fanboys are, shout out, which caller will understand this, Soul Provider speaks. Fanboys are blue pill. You saw it. Okay, you saw it and heard it. All right, I don't have to say a word anymore, right? So, Corey Maxey said KOTOR PlayStation exclusive first game show. Yeah, after that, it was gravy. It was butter after that. For me, personally, I'm a big Star Wars guy. Y'all know that. This is huge. They're going to be talking about this online for the rest of the year. This is huge. I'm talking about major YouTubers are going to pick this up. Major YouTubers are going to pick this up. This trust me. I mean, you'll see this on the John Campea show. You'll probably see Grace Randolph cover this. You'll see Charlie with Emergency Awesome covering this. I mean, that alone, all three of them combined, have over 1.7 million subs. Not to mention the Star Wars people are going off. They're going crazy. They're jumping up and down over this. So just so you know. Now, I gave this show a 8.8 out of 10 because I got a chubby at the beginning of the whole thing. Like I had a chub. It was a decent chub. It wasn't a full chub, but I had a decent sized chub after that lightsaber was shown. And it showed that close up of Revan's mask. I'm like, oh my God. So that was it. Then they showed a game that Epic is making, and maybe you all don't know this. That game is allegedly going to be running on the Unreal 5 engine. They didn't really show a whole lot, but that's just what I got from it. Then they showed a game that was very close to Kana called Tachia, I think. And again, it's the same animation, and people were complaining. It's like, wait a minute, you guys sit up there and stroke yourselves hard to Kana, but you get the same type of animation, from a different studio, and you're crying about it. It's to me, it made no sense. Then the big announcement for me personally, the Uncharted announcement, I knew about that. People in the chat are saying, did you know? Yeah, I knew about Uncharted. I also knew it was going to PC. I knew they were going to announce it today. I also know that it was going to be 60 frames per second. It's going to have all the bells and whistles. So shout out to Sony for doing that. Uncharted came out on the PS3. Okay, the PS3. So when did the PS3 launch? Let's see here. Alexa, when did Sony release the PS3? Okay, so that game was part of a console that came out 16 years ago. So big deal was on the PC. You're gonna get all the bells and whistles on PS5. Okay, you're getting 60 frames per second. You're getting ray tracing. You're getting all that. Built ground up by Naughty Dog. Perfectly fine with that. I didn't buy my PS5 to play a bunch of old games, but I may actually go back and play those games because I did enjoy Uncharted 1 and 2. Not a big fan of Uncharted 3. I loved Uncharted 4, and I really like Lost Legacy. And now I can play that at 60 frames per second. I may go back, may go back. But that was part of it. Guys, that was 14 games in. Okay, we're 14 games in. Then they showed the big one. Okay, they showed the one that brought the house down, so to speak. And several of them brought the house down. They showed Wolverine. Okay, Wolverine. I want you to really think about that. And this Marvel, no pun intended. That is huge. Okay, that is gigantic. Jeez, I mean Wolverine, and again, exclusive by Insomniac. I mean, already confirmed. It's already trending. I can't stress this enough. Huge. Let me go ahead and put this up here so that people can here, go to the screen. Small. There we go. We'll put that up on the screen for you. So I mean, we're getting our own Wolverine game. Now, again, I don't know who's voicing him. I cannot get a confirmation of who's voicing Wolverine. I knew who this was as soon as they showed the people laid out. How many of you all thought that who did you all think this was going to be? First, as soon as I saw the people laid out and the guy sat at the bar, I'm like, that's Wolverine, but I didn't say nothing. Quavo saying Wolverine stole the show for you. Yeah, this is the one that brought the damn house down. Okay, and people are mad as hell online. I mean, they are mad as hell. People saying, how did Sony get a Wolverine game? They got a Wolverine game. Quite frankly, this is what you get when you buy your games, even if they're $70. Okay, you don't hear people bitching about $70 anymore, do you? No, you don't. You can't. You can't, do you? I mean, you're right. Yeah. They're clowns. I mean, Sony went in there and they shot the place up. They shot the place up. All right, didn't they do it? I mean, Wolverine exclusive, and yes, there is a possibility that Wolverine will transverse over to Spider-Man. Okay, I mean that's possible now. Now remember what Porter Rock said. Shout out to Porter Rock 77. Remember he said on 60 frames no lag. He specifically said that he would love for Marvel just to give all their games to Sony and let Insomniac create their own version of the universe, which that's exactly what they're doing. Emrys asked, are they going to get more games? Yes, they are. You got to understand what Sony, the Spider-Man universe, the Spider-Man universe alone has 700 characters. 700. All right. So and Sony has access to all of them. All right. And now they're getting access to their first true, they're getting access to an overall Marvel character, not one that they own. So this is a risk by Marvel. But they love what they did with they love what they did with Spider-Man, and Spider-Man sold a ton. Okay, they love it. So, I mean, I can tell people they're putting together their own version of an Avengers game. But you didn't hear that from me. Okay, let's keep that secret. Right? Let's just keep that secret. So. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell anybody. But they are doing it. That's what Sony's doing with the Marvel characters. But so Wolverine brought the house down for a lot of people. Shout out to everybody that went nuts after that. Um, then they showed GT7. Herman Holtz confirmed GT7 was going to come out in March of 2022. I mean, literally 1 month after we get Aloy. You know, we're going to get Aloy, then I'm going to be driving around in Aston Martin. God willing. So that was the 16th game they shown, and those cars look effing fantastic. Did you see the ray tracing on those cars? Huh? Did you see the ray tracing? So, just make sure you understand the ray tracing. And again, the Wolverine game is says the Marvel Comics mutant will, with a healing factor and animanium encrusted skeleton, will star in an upcoming game from Spider-Man developer Insomniac Games. Logan flashes claws for the fans in an all too brief moment or announcement trailer during the showcase. So just phenomenal. You know, what more can a brother say? So let me try to, I'm actually trying to pull up the G7 trailer. Bear with me here. Oh no, I am telling the truth about what they want to do. That's their long-term plan, is to bring like a Marvel, their own Avengers game to PlayStation. That's long-term. May not work out, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm telling the truth now. Let me see here. And we got. I'm trying to find the trailer here. This is it. Oh yeah. Found it. Here we go. Let's here. Still capture. Oh, hit that like button, people. And what game did it for you today? For me, it was a Star Wars game. After that, I was good. I didn't care what they showed after that. So I was like, all right, well, I'm getting a new Star Wars game, so I'm happy, you know. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring that like right there. Now let's bring it about right. So we'll put it right there on top of the Infinity Gauntlet, and I'm gonna lock it in. Now let's start this bad boy, as my uncle would like to say. So yeah, it's I just want everybody to pay attention to there. Look at that ray tracing. Look at that ray tracing on there. I mean, that's phenomenal. Look at the ray tracing. It starts out with ray tracing. All right. You know, look at the leaves. Look at the crispiness. The more ray tracing. I mean, just more ray tracing right there. I mean, look right there. Look at that. Ray tracing. Look at the reflection. Look at the reflection. Oh my God. Let's see if we can go back. Let's see if I'm talented enough to do this. Let's see here. No. Let's go right there. Look at the ray tracing. Look at the sun right there. Look at the lights right there. That's ray tracing. That's what y'all talking about, right? Look at how the PS-5 is just beasting the ray tracing. You know, just unbelievable. And of course, there's the classic GT car. You know, the car that gets it going, and it shows the pistons going. Now, at this point, look at that ray tracing right there. I mean, you can't F with the ray tracing that Sony's got. Sony got the best ray tracing. And look, even the logo got ray tracing in it. You know, there's so much ray tracing. You know, so, and again, I'm telling you right now, they're going to be showing this in 4K in like 30 minutes. Look at that. Look at the ray tracing. Look at the ray tracing. I mean, just all over the place. Hey, look, you see we got a windshield wiper on it. Look at that ray tracing. Let's go back right. Hold on, as you all see that. Hold on. Let's analyze this a little bit more. Let's do that a little bit more. Let's show you some more of this ray tracing. Right there. Look at that light reflection. Look at that. Look at that. Path ray tracing. Path of light being traced. Look at that. Dude, look at the ray tracing right there. The reflection of the buildings. Now, I was told by somebody on a trash ass 3-letter podcast that the ray tracing wasn't gonna be that good on the PlayStation. I mean, I was told that. Weren't you told that? All right. So look, it's even got a no smoking sign. Even the no smoking sign got ray tracing on it. You know, so I mean, this is phenomenal. You know, but this game is coming out. Look at that. More ray tracing. Look at that. More ray tracing. Okay. Look at that. Look at that reflection. I tell you what, this car right here, I may try to buy this car. So y'all need to hit the super chat button. All right, let's see if we can get enough money up to buy this car so I don't have to be on bus 13. Look at that. I mean, look at that. This is the only place you're going to get this kind of ray tracing. Look, even the coffee cup got ray tracing. All right, let's let it play out. Let it play out. Let it play out. I know, I'm going bonkers. I'm going bonkers with it. So look at that. Look at the ray trace. Hold on. I know that you all see that ray tracing. Hold on. Look at it. Look at the ray tracing in the water. Look at that. You see that? Look at that. The wrench right there. I don't know what that is. It's like a tire right there. Look, the boat is even reflecting itself. All this ray tracing. Look at the satellite dish reflecting. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And here's exactly where that trash ass 3-letter podcast is. It's right over there in this clown tent. It ain't got no ray tracing. You see no ray tracing. Okay? You know, the trees got ray tracing, a little like there, right there. But that trash ass podcast ain't got no ray tracing. I mean, I'm telling you. I mean, look at that. Look at that ray tracing. Look at that. Look. There's a symbol for help. Okay? It's so much ray tracing that there's help. Y'all need help over there on that podcast. You know, just phenomenal. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Best looking racing game in the history of mankind. Okay, all these tracks, look at that. The ray tracing back there in the back. More ray tracing. It's unbelievable. You know, I'm about to fall out the chair. I am about to fall out the chair. You know, and there's one scene where the ray tracing was just so good. Let's look at it here. I mean, we're coming up to it. It just blew me away. You know, we're gonna see it here shortly. It shows when the car's in the garage. This may be it right here. We're going to show you more. Look at that. More ray tracing. You just see the ray tracing on there. Look at that. Look at that ray tracing. Even the car, underneath the car got ray tracing. Okay, you will never see this anywhere else. We got ray tracing on the pipe, ray tracing on the chassis, got ray tracing on the tail fin. Look, even this guy right here. Look at that. Look, you see the ray tracing right there? Look at that. And remember, we got told the PS-5 couldn't do ray tracing. Dude, that's what we got told. Okay, we got lied to. I want an explanation. You know, where's my explanation? So I'm just letting you know. Now, I'm buying this game day one. Okay, now this will be on PS4 and PS5, but my understanding is that this was all captured on PS5. So, and I'm going to be running J-Dub and Lincoln Clay up off the road. I'm going to be running them off the road. So, this, you know. So you know, man, look at that, man! Oh man, this phenomenal looking game. Look, you can race Jeeps in this game. You can race a Jeep in this. So I mean, what other game gonna let you put a Jeep with ray tracing on? Huh? Look at that, this phenomenal. And Herman Holtz, I believe, did say this game was coming out on the 7th, but you know, so this, what do you all think about that ray tracing? You can't beat the ray tracing, okay? You know, yes, KOTOR is exclusive. It apparently, as from what I can gather, let me make this clear. It's early. It is early, but right now, that's the information that I have, and I'm going to stress that could change. What's up, Wally? So, what's up, Wally? So, so you thought it could be the Hulk? Yeah, but that's Wolverine when he's up there drinking a beer. I don't blame you though. So, I don't blame you for thinking that. The Sony is getting heavy hitters. First Spider-Man, now Wolverine. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they do. That's a lot of confidence. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that Spider-Man as well, because the very next thing they showed, is We Are Sony. I mean, they showed that, and at that point, I exploded. Like, I don't know if you all heard me online. I'm like, oh my God. Literally, I was like, oh my God. It's like that point, where your woman walks into the room and she's got on that nice negligee from Victoria's Secrets, and find it. And all you can say at that point is, oh my God. I mean, that's all you can say. So, go ahead, we're going to put this on the screen too. Because that's what we try to do here at the Porch Light Podcast. Like I said, still got another. After I show this trailer here, we'll talk about. I mean, here's the thing. I'm more like we haven't got the God of War yet, so we haven't got the God of War yet. So they saved God of War for the end show, which they should have. So, but man, they were closing on such a run. There we go. That's there. Go ahead and turn on the trailer here. And yeah, just we'll look at this. This is gonna be the trailer that I thought, one of the things, I mean, as big as the Venom thing was. Now, people on my podcast I was on was like, this is Silent Hill, So yeah, this was a big surprise. I did not expect the Spider-Man trailer this soon. He has the Iron Spider, and then Miles Morales they show. The Venom strike. Look at the ray tracing again. Just so much ray tracing. It's unbelievable ray tracing. One of the better scenes here. And then we'll just pause it when we get to that one part. That part that brought the house down. But first things, look at the ray tracing with those two. Okay, you see the ray tracing reflections. Okay, and then all of a sudden you hear that. Now I want you to know the person is playing the voice for Venom is Tony Todd. He played Candyman. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, let's go back here. Let's go back and see if we can just capture that. No, wrong screen. Come on, Craig, make it work. Be able to get this to work so fast. Yeah, my fingers aren't fast. I need a faster finger. Like if I got a trophy for this, I'd do it. But all right, y'all get the point. So, so we're getting Spider-Man, we're getting Venom, we're getting Miles Morales in the same game. And then they gave us a release window, 2023. So, developed by Sony. Again, shout out to the guys at Insomniac. I mean, they are clearly first in class. Sony at this point. I got nothing but love for what they're doing. Sean Layton. I mean, this is all Sean Layton. So big shout out to Sean Layton. And so then the final game they showed was God of War. And showed some gameplay, shows that Freya shows that I believe Freya was trying to kill him. And then Thor, he went up against Thor in that trailer and nobody's talking about it. So yeah. Yeah, Forspoken, Knights of the Old Republic, and God of War. Yeah, I know. I know, it was a hell of a show. Yeah, there's so much ray tracing, you're gonna need sunglasses to play it. Yep, my future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. Is what co-op Spider-Man again. They haven't announced anything yet. So, I'm not for sure Ghostface. It might be. I'm not saying that it's not. Okay. But components after 20 minutes, you got worried. Okay, fine. Well, again, as a PlayStation fan, I knew it was going to be a good show. So, but they showed something for everybody. They showed something for everybody. You know, not just for the hardcore gamers. They showed it for everybody. So, you know, not every, you know, some people that had PS5. And again, let's make this clear. Every game they showed running was on PS5. You know, even the trailer, even the CGI stuff was on a PS5. It wasn't like PC build should be close to PS5 or something like that. Okay. So, and again, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see going forward, I wanted to see that PlayStation was going to go ahead and start emphasizing building things on the PlayStation 5. And that's what I wanted to see. And that's what we got. So, so Jim Ryan is taking PlayStation the wrong. Yeah, I know. Shout out to Paul Game. You're right. Where are those guys at? Okay. Wrong direction, my ass. You know, so, I mean, how many of you all think PlayStation is now going in the wrong direction? Okay. So, is Kraven the Hunter going to be in Spider-Man 2 or Wolverine? Well, I think Wolverine is a separate IP. Don't know anything about Kraven the Hunter. It's you know, it's always possible to see Kraven. The question is they're setting things up so that there could be a crossover. That's all. They're setting it up. So we have to wait and see where it goes. Their final goal is to go ahead and the final goal is to get an Avengers game on PlayStation with the universe that Sony builds with Insomniac. That is a goal. Just as Kevin Feige said in 2005, that you look at the mix. I mean, he was at Comic-Con and he specifically said, you know, you look at the mix of characters that we're bringing out in this part of the things, you could say we're leading up to the Avengers. I mean, they're getting Wolverine. We got Spider-Man. We got Spider-Man Miles Morales. You know, so right now you got 3 Avengers. You know, you got 3 Avengers. So yeah. So Jedi Johnny says that he thinks that trailer sold him on Deathloop. Okay, yeah. Again, that's why they did it. You know, and remember, Deathloop comes out on Tuesday. So of course they're going to show it. And they did show a little more on that trailer. So yeah, it looked like there was a whole lot of action in that game. So Jedi said the show was amazing. Yeah, I thought it was fine. You know, I thought it was a solid, almost a 9. You know, had they shown something like you know, Silent Hill, something like that, then yeah, I would have given it a 9. You know. So let's see here. But again, it's all subjective. The main thing is that the games are coming out, right? And I did like the pace of the show. See what I'm saying? So, you know, said KOTOR was good on Xbox. Yeah. That was a Microsoft game. You're right. Yeah, it is. It is a Microsoft game. So, and when it comes on, I assume it's going to say Xbox Gaming Studios. I assume that's what it's going to say. So, may not though. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see here. You was not expecting that KOTOR reveal. You still remember that? Yeah, I do too. Like I said, that that's it. That blew me away. And you know, and they kept on saying there was an IP coming back. That you know, there was an IP coming back that everybody was going to be excited for. This was that IP. Sony was bringing back an IP that everybody wanted, that people hadn't, you know, that people been asking for over a decade, and it is. I can attest to it. It is this game because everybody loved Knights of the Old Republic. Huge Star Wars lore, playing with Jedi Master Bastila and all of them. It's just a great game. So yeah, KOTOR, it's exclusive. It's a console exclusive. Again, Panther Crane. That's all they mean by that. I gave it a solid 8.8. Okay, but again, it's subjective. It's subjective. What I think it's irrelevant. You know, yeah. Forspoken looked fantastic. Shout out to Square. They got a black protagonist. I want to shout that out. Deathloop. Bethesda has a black protagonist. So again, this is stuff they said they were going to do. So shout out to them for following through. Very excited about Project Eve, or I call her Parasite Eve Jr. So that show was fine. The show was fine. I thought the show was good. You know, it's all subjective. You may say it's trash, and that's fine. I'm not You know, I'm not knocking your hustle if you thought that it was trash. Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. I do hope that you all saw how the fanboys were screaming, having their emotional reactions. That's what I've tried to tell you guys, that fanboys are, fanboys are going to do that. Okay, fanboys are going to do that. So, and I hope you all understand. You see the difference now. You see it in real time. You know, was this better than Xbox at Gamescom? Yeah, their Xbox's Gamescom conference wasn't that good. They did okay at E3, and that's the one you wanna you wanna knock out of the park. So the first 20 minutes, then you have you jumping God of War, saved it. Okay, yeah, I mean, again, the first 20 minutes they show Project Eve, Borderlands Forspoken, and KOTOR. So that's your first 20 minutes. The longest gameplay trailer was God of War and Project Eve. Those are your longest gameplay trailers. So again, I'm good. I'm happy. Yeah, again, them even showing them playing chess is what I love. Them showing chess is what I really enjoyed about it. So, but I thought it was better than Xbox's Gamescom. Yeah, I mean that wasn't hard to beat though. I could have sat on the toilet with explosive diarrhea and had a better conference. So, yeah, they dropped their bombs. Project Even Forspoken look great. Yeah, again, I'm buying both those games. So, you know, like people, I was like, take my money. You know, take my money. I got to be working. I'm gonna have to work overtime. KOTOR skipping Xbox is a huge L. Well, again, it's been on Xbox. It was back on Xbox in what, 2003? So yeah, again, what has happened is that Sony is paying for publishing on PlayStation. Now, could Xbox walk in there and secure some publishing for Xbox? Yeah, of course they could. It's just they're gonna have to wait till the Sony publishing deal runs out. I just got an email saying that their deal was 1 year exclusivity. So we'll have to wait and see how it works. So yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo. Again, let me make this clear. I would have liked to see more Ghostwire Tokyo than Deathloop, but I understand why they showed Deathloop. I want to still know more about Ghostwire Tokyo itself. So yeah, about mow some grass, give away some blood, donate sperm, whatever we got to do, guys. What we got to do? March, April. Why can't we stop the console war? Dude, I'm not console warring. I mean, seriously. You not getting any console warring out of me at all. Matter of fact, what did I just say about the fanboys yelling and screaming? There's your difference in the gamers and the fanboys. The fanboys are having emotional reactions, and the gamers are just like, well, let's just wait and watch the whole show. You know? But yeah, March, April, if you sub, you will find out that I do not do the console war here. The console war is over. Sony already won. So this, why can't people go out and enjoy the games is beyond me. But when you have people who are content creators, yes, thank you. Round of applause. Yeah. You know, when you have content creators who have built let me make this clear, they built their channel on the console war. They're going to be pissed off. You know, they're going to be upset. So, but for me, like I said, Sony went in there and was like, you know, that's exactly what Sony did. So, you know, but it is an L for Xbox in a sense that it won't be on their console. And to me, only thing I've said that was console war-ish, and let me make this clear because I did say something. I said if these idiots put Starfield on, you know, to try to be a smart ass, you just put Star Wars. Okay, that's it. Star Wars is the better one. You know, Star Wars is the higher one. Now look, I'm gonna play them both. So I'm glad that I know that Starfield's coming out next year because that gives me time to I've said this, save up and get another GPU. I've said that. You know, so what's up, Sam Ash? Xbox have been praying for a KOTOR remake for over 15 years, and now it's skipping it. Yeah, it's Said the show was an 8.5 tonight. Yeah, I gave it an 8.8. The show to me was fine. It was a good show. So there you go. Star Wars, yeah. Star Wars is a much bigger intellectual product. It's not that Starfield won't be a good game, though. I think it will be. I'm going to be playing it. I certainly hope it's not Elder Scrolls in space. But if it is, okay, I'll try it. Okay, but I'm a sci-fi guy, so of course I'm excited for it. I'm excited for Halo as well. So, is that about VRR? They said GT7 is going to get you to drop money on a rig and steering wheel. Yeah. I don't disagree with you. Lightning uppercut was happening. Oh, you gave it a 9 out of 10. Okay, yeah, like I said, again, what did you all score for it? I mean, it's all subjective. Look, Lee Panther Crane alone. All right, he has a right to his opinion, just as yours. Am I comparing it? Yeah. I mean, if people are gonna brag about Starfield, and I said then yeah, if you want to be a smart ass and push back, you can just say Star Wars. I mean, it's what I would do, but I'm not gonna say nothing. To me, the Star Wars IP is the biggest IP you can get. Besides an Avengers IP, and they got Wolverine, so they got two big IPs. They got an Avenger and they got Star Wars. So that's where Sony's at. Again, playing chess. 6 out of 10. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So 7.8. They needed more gameplay. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. That makes sense to me. If you want to say they didn't have enough gameplay, again, I totally understand that. So. You thinking it has to be Kraven the Hunter talking, then Venom answers him in the trailer? Possibly. I mean, again, possibly. We're going to find out. We got a long wait, though. That game won't be out for a long time. So, that game won't be out for a long time. So, yeah, we got a lot to catch up on with that. So, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I had for you. I just wanted to run through them. God of War. Here's the crazy thing is God of War, they show Kratos fighting Thor. Okay? They show them about to go at it. Nobody's talking about it. That's how good the show was. Okay? God of War was the biggest IP they had for Sony first party. But I'm slowly starting to think you guys are turning more and more towards Insomniac than anything. Yep, Craig the sci-fi guy. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, it's I thought it was a good show. We saw Gran Turismo 7. We got a release date. They're back to back with Horizon Forbidden West. That's it. I don't know what else to say, man. I thought they did a good show. You do hope Yeah, I'm sure Starfield will be fine. I'm rooting for it. I'm getting it on PC. Okay, it will be on PC. So, I mean, worst case scenario for me, if I can't find a GPU, then I'll just get an Xbox to play it. I mean, I'm that's what I'll do. I'm not going to complain when I, as a consumer, have options. Okay, so. But I think it's hilarious we're seeing the Xbox community complain about exclusive content again when they were just bragging about it with Starfield a week ago. I'm glad, what did they say? I'm glad that they put that fire out. I'm glad that Microsoft came and cleaned that up. If you want to play Starfield, you need to go ahead and get an Xbox. I mean, okay, fine. It works both ways though, right? Works both ways. So. But, guys, that is it. I'm going to bounce on off here because the NFL starts in 45 minutes, and I'm going to go get me some Grippos. A brother needs his Grippos on point tonight. But, all right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Peace out. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Yes, give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause. I thought Sony was, awesome. I thought they were awesome today. And a whole lot of people we're going, what? Yep, that's exactly what we got. Sony went in there and they were like, that's exactly what they did. So, yeah, you all take it easy. And shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to everybody. Hope you all enjoyed the show. We're going to talk about a little bit more Saturday. I'll get some more information about the Star Wars game and Spider-Man and stuff like that. So, You know, but guys, you all take it easy. Stay safe out there. Go ahead and